On August 10 of 2024, edition 14 of East vs. West will be taking place at Orlando, Florida, in the US of A. With 16 super matches on the docket and a lot of athletes making their debut on the East vs. West stage, this event is lining up to be one of the most anticipated ever. Regardless if you can't wait to watch the matches live, or if you're just now hearing about this event, in this video you'll get a full rundown of everything you need to know before watching East vs. West 14. If you want more arm wrestling content, consider subscribing to the Arm Historian and liking the video. Of course, as is tradition by now, several content creators as well as East vs. West itself have been doing interviews with most, if not all, athletes participating in this edition. Definitely check those out if you want to go a little deeper into every matchup and how the athletes themselves are preparing and feeling. As mentioned, the entire event will be taking place in the USA, more specifically in Orlando, Florida, at the Sheraton Orlando North Hotel. This new venue will undoubtedly make for a change of scenery and backdrop for the event at large, which will be interesting to see. Tickets to attend the tournament in person go for $50 and are selling out fast, if there are still tickets available at all. As before, VIP members, with a companion if they wish, will get to stay at the hotel for 3 nights with breakfast taken care of. They'll get the opportunity to join for one dinner with athletes and special guests, and will receive a signed deck of cards, a poster, and t-shirt for free. They'll also get to attend the press conference, will have professional photos taken with athletes, and sit at the VIP section with special guests during the event. If you want to watch the super matches from the comfort of your own home, you'll have to buy the pay-per-view for $19.99, although taxes and other factors might apply to the total price. Whether you're looking for in-person, VIP, or pay-per-view tickets, you can get them all at the Core Sports website, or you can find them and more details at eastvswestarmwrestling.com. In the lead-up to the event itself, on Friday, August 9, the press conference will be live-streamed on the Engin Terzi as well as Devon Larratt YouTube channels, and will in all probability feature the special guests of the event as well. Speaking about those special guests, East vs. West is rolling out the red carpet for a truly legendary lineup of guests in this edition. Johnny Walker, Ron Bath, Cobra Rhodes, Jerry Janning, and Chad Silvers, each one having had a tremendous impact on the sport throughout their careers, will be making their way over to Orlando. I hope we'll see these special guests featured widely in the online content that will be put out before the event, as well as during. The 4 referees that will be on duty the day of the event are Tim Talmadge, Hristo Delizakov, Bill Collins, and making his debut at East vs. West, but a mainstay of arm wrestling refereeing in general, Bart Wood. Bart, of course, is known to a lot of people as a referee for the World Arm Wrestling League. The main tournament itself is set to start at 1 PM EST or 7 PM CET on Saturday, August 10, and is expected to last anywhere from 5 to 7 hours, although this is a rough estimate on my end. Like mentioned earlier, this edition will feature a total of 16 super matches. One of those will feature 2 female athletes. Alexandra Ozerova, not only famous for being part of the Schoolboy crew, but also an accomplished arm wrestler in her own right, is making her debut at East vs. West versus the American Elizabeth Mocek. Mocek has a 0-1 record right now at East vs. West, but has won her last super match at Knuckles Up. Just like there's one female matchup this edition, there is also only one left-handed matchup. However, it has the potential, in my opinion, to be a major crowd favorite. Travis Bagent, after his recent right-handed loss, is going to try and prove his left is still at an elite level in the current tournament scene by facing the powerhouse and protege of Michael Todd, Corey West, in the super heavyweight category. Jumping all the way to the other side of the weight classes, there's a total of 2 lightweight matches planned for the event. American Hunter Novs, known from competing at Michael Todd's Monster Factory event, is battling fellow countryman Doug Ehrlich. Ehrlich is shooting for his first win at East vs. West after 2 losses, and will undoubtedly be coming in sharp and ready. Later, the Latvian veteran Yanis Amelins and Bama Bull Justin Bishop will be battling it out. The two have faced each other multiple times before across different leagues, and I think it's safe to say have developed somewhat of a friendly rivalry. Moving on to the welterweight category, 2 athletes are making their East vs. West debut and are both very experienced competitive arm wrestlers in the tenacious Vrej and the assassin, Paul Talbot. I've personally been wanting to see Vrej on this stage for a long time, so I'm especially looking forward to this one. Veteran puller Craig Tullier, currently with a record of 0-1 in East vs West, will be taking on Tom Holland from the UK, an experienced and accomplished puller in his own right, also in the welterweight category. Having seen Mr. Holland perform in real life, his matches often turn into long tight battles, and let's hope this one will turn out the same. Finally, Artem Taranenko will be trying to rectify his recent loss on the left by facing none other than the Lithuanian Mindaugas Terasaitis. I hope Artem is coming in at the top of his game, as he will probably have his hands full with this match as well. Over in the middleweights, the Latvian coach Rolly Ray Lipinch is going up against the American Ryan Ballinger in what will probably be the first match of the event. Later on, the East vs West veteran White Orc Paul Lin will be trying to get the better of Rustam Babayev on the table. The two have faced before in East vs West 6, but unfortunately the match was stopped prematurely because of an injury accrued by Rustam. In that sense, this is a rematch, and it will be good to settle the score and find out who is truly the better puller at East vs West. In the light heavyweight division, the American Jonathan Breda will be pulling the French veteran arm wrestler Aymeric Pradines. Both have pulled once before at East vs West, with Jonathan losing versus Zurab all the way back in East vs West 2, and Aymeric defeating another American in Robbie Topi at East vs West 11. As a second match in the light heavyweights, and one of the matches I'm looking forward to the most, Godzilla from the USA is facing off against the Ukrainian opera singer Yevgeny Prudnik. Both pullers have a fun and lighthearted social media presence, but are true unwavering elites on the arm wrestling table. As the sole heavyweight supermatch of the event, but definitely not a match to be overlooked, the Canadian wild horse Matt Mask will be trying to gallop right past the Norwegian Lars Rohrbakken. Both athletes bring a lot of energy to the table, but are in some ways opposites in how that energy is expressed. Matt being a true wildcard and explosive puller, while Lars brings a steadiness, thoughtfulness, and athleticism to his side of the table. Finally, the super heavyweight right-handed matches will take place in the latter half of the tournament, with Dave Chafee and Frank Lamparelli facing off first. I'm very curious to see where Dave is at. If he comes in even a little close to his peak shape, Frank will definitely have a hard time breaking through in the match. However, it seems Frank has not been slacking and has been ramping up his training significantly. Right after, US veteran arm wrestler the monster himself, Michael Todd, will be trying to put a halt to the ascension of the Polish presser, Kamil Jablonski. Both pullers represent the opposite end of techniques within the sport. I can't wait to see if Michael will try to press Kamil off the go, or if this match will end in a classic King's move versus press scenario. Put your straps on, because this might be a long one. Coming in as the second to last match, American Jerry Caderet, currently very high up in the East vs West rankings, is going up against Polish giant Alex Kurdecza. Another matchup of styles. I personally can't wait to see how this one turns out. As the main event of the day, none other than the GOAT of our sport, Mr. John Brezink, will be trying his hand at the online superstar and newcomer to the sport, Leonidas Arcona. This match, in my opinion, is a classic battle of strength versus technique and might be closer than a lot of people would expect. I asked my viewers for their expectations regarding the main event, which showed a clear favor towards John Brezink, with nearly 75% of you believing Brezink will take this match. To me, it's clear that this edition of East vs West is lining up to not only be a great event where matchups are concerned, but also quite unique in a lot of ways. As far as I can tell, there are no title matches, and a lot of athletes that we don't get to see that often. Once again, if you want to watch the pay-per-view, get on over to Core Sports. I'll put all relevant links in the description. Arm Historian, out.